People gonna believe what they want to believe, and that's cool. But like I said, I got eyes. I see these young men out here getting themselves together. I see these young men working. But the same way these young ladies, y'all feel that y'all don't have to settle. They ain't gonna settle either. They not gonna settle either. They ain't out here trying to put no baby in every girl they see.
Here you go. Mm-hmm.
This is what I see with my own eyes. But now it seems like to me again, because the fact is that's the case. Women want to wild out because they know most dudes nowadays ain't trying to live under that stigma that we went through and our fathers went through.
Welcome back to Money, Marriage, and Media. Today we're looking at unsolicited security boss. Uh, you know what? Security boss and Ricky Williams, Tell No Lies, Truth Session. Let's go.
Ricky, okay. And you and I are the same age.
That is loud.
We've been doing this married thing a long time. And I think that we both appreciate our mates and understand what sacrifice needs to happen. And we kind of can see what's going on. What solution do you have to the men or for the men? What do you see that they are lacking? I know we're saying that it's over, but I'm still gonna fight for whatever, we want somebody to get it, right? So
Mhm.
what do you think that can happen? Or what do you see that the men are missing
What,
right now?
in my honest opinion, in my humble opinion, at this point, men need to stop compromising. It's time for men to set a standard and ride with it till the wheels fall off. If she's not right, don't deal with her. Right? Because everybody's sitting up here talking about what they gonna do, but y'all got eyes. If these ladies that's out here ignorant and unruly and not really about relationships or families being once y'all see all y'all straggling, and I'm talking about I ain't just talking about a relationship. I'm talking about hitting on the side, situationships, seeing them on the weekends.
I
No,
agree.
leave them be. Leave them be.
I agree.
Leave them be.
Got a
Don't even
question, Ricky.
don't even
So,
take. I got you, scam. Don't even take the time. If she's not mentally fit, don't even take the time to even take it there.
yeah, you're wasting your time.
Move on.
And you know what, Ricky, I agree with you totally, but I see it from this side. I think women should set standards also. I think they should have never allowed themselves to become devalued. And when I say that, I mean by sexually liberated, thinking that they're men's equal, thinking they can do what men do and not have it.
I want to offer a summary for what Ricky is saying because he said a lot. But the main thing is that having beauty standards is one thing. I mean, we all want something nice to look at, but what you really need to be doing is setting standards for character and relationship skills. And yeah, she looked nice, and that doesn't mean you can't go talk to her, but take some time to get to know what the red flags are to see if she has relationship skills before you have sex with her. And if she ain't got none, you need to you need to cut ties. And it's like, okay, well, you stay over there, and then I'm gonna and you need to keep looking, because we're at a point now where we keep trying to. Whereas men, I get it. He's right. We're compromising. We're trying to make things work that we were never supposed to be trying to make work. This is why you end up with women leaving the majority of relationships, because the man is trying to bend over backwards to make things work, and the woman is just like, "No, I'm done, and it's not worth it. I'm out." When the reality is that it's just like he said, you were too compromising to begin with. Because I remember I always say that relationships are about balance, and you are trying to bend over backwards because this lady is so fine. So you're trying to balance the equation because a woman like that normally wouldn't talk to you, or she got a the point is that we need to do a better job of vetting on relationship skills, because I'm gonna be honest, man. The woman who has the relationship skills, the more relationship skills she has, the more likely she is to stay in the marriage. She might not be is supermodel fine, But as a man, we have to say, well, that's okay because ultimately beauty fades anyway. I mean, we know these things in the back of our head, but for some reason, when it comes to our own life, we'll sit here and talk about this stuff all day on YouTube. But when it comes to our personal lives, we don't want to apply it. You know, you may need to. You're gonna have to start going down and looks to go up in cooperation. And today, that means that you are on the hunt because it's not common. But I mean, the only way to make it common, despite what all these YouTube channels and this gender war is telling you, it's like the most surefire way to do that is to find a woman who fits that bill, and you guys go and raise a nuclear family. So where you're raising children who understand the concepts. Because you keep sitting there, you know, we watching all these podcasts and everything else and hoping that, complaining about women and hoping that they'll watch the same podcast and get it and start changing. That's not gonna happen, man. It's just not in a timely fashion. We still at least 2 generations, a generation and a half away from that being realistic. But most of us don't have that kind of time. So what I'm telling you is that as a man, what you need to start vetting for is relationship skills. I mean, and like I said, well, look, we might be getting off topic. Let's go ahead and
change their life. I even go as far as to preserve themselves for marriage. But in the meantime, I also think that the bickering and the going back and forth that we do, if we were to set those standards, it would cut all that out, because I would attract, or they would attract, a certain male that understands and can see their value, and the level of respect would be different. And I think you're saying the same thing from the opposite side. I really do think that that's what needs to happen.
Yeah, because I honestly think, and
that is exactly what's going on here. And this is a prime example of why more married people need to be making content. Because again, these, you know, Security Boss and Ricky, they're both married to different people, right? And they're around the same age. But look at how we're getting 2 sides of the same conversation. I'm kind of cheeky, kind of caught in the middle. But the point is that a lot of times it will take 2 married people to understand, one, from you get the woman's perspective and then the man's perspective of how we can start building again. Because I keep talking about this, and I'm gonna keep saying it. You know, unless we solve the social constructs that are broken in our community, we're never going to be able to rebuild it and it be sustainable. You get little pockets of things start to improve, but ultimately they're going to crumble again because the social constructs cannot be avoided. And for those, it's 4 main ones. You know, the way we raise our kids, the vetting process, the way our concept of marriage. And then the last one is pretty much irrelevant at this point. It's finances, but it's if we don't fix the first 3, the 4th one doesn't even matter, because you need the 3 of them to work together in order to build something with your finances. So you know, you can watch all the money talks YouTube channels all you want to, but most of that stuff is, you know, let me stop. Let's go ahead.
Again, people gonna believe what they want to believe, and that's cool. But like I said, I got eyes. I see these young men out here getting themselves together. I see these young men working. But the same way these young ladies, y'all feel that y'all don't have to settle, they ain't gonna settle either. They not gonna settle either. They ain't out here trying to put no baby in every girl they see.
Here you go. Mm-hmm.
This is what I see with my own eyes. But now it seems like to me, again, because the fact is that's the case. Women want to wild out because they know most dudes nowadays ain't trying to live under that stigma that we went through and our fathers went through. But people gonna believe what they want to believe.
So listen, I want to make sure I say this, because I know sometimes when we're speaking, people tend to get standards and preferences mixed up. A preference is a good-looking man, a 6-pack, 6 figures, 6 feet. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about a standard. I'm talking about character. I'm talking about mindset. I'm saying what this man will and will not do.
Exactly. And this is why I said vetting based vetting based on relationship skills. Yeah. You know, that I think that you know what? I'm done with this topic. This is a great conversation. Uh, guys, make sure you like the video because we need more conversations like this, especially if we want to talk about, especially if you're sitting there complaining about the state of black women today. Okay. So this is a solution right here. You start having standards. It means that you stop putting up with BS. Stop having sex with women that you wouldn't find yourself wanting to marry. Because then again, that's going to set a standard for you that you're looking for somebody with wife skills. And you're not wasting time on somebody who you would never take seriously. You're wasting time. But guys, great conversation. I'm going to stay ghost to the next time. Peace.